Alright guys, Mojocashem here, still here with Project Ozone, episode 5. Okay, we're going to do an extra video today because this finished a little sooner than I thought. It wasn't a very big area. I mean, it had a little ways to go still, but I figured, you know what, let's cut her down. Let's go ahead and expand it out now. A little bit of lag going, still processing the other video. So bear with me on the lag here. But we're going to make this just a little bit bigger than we did before. Need to relog, got a bit of a little missing area there. But I love that rendering. But we're going to go just slightly bigger than we did before. Not too much. There we go. That ought to take a couple of days to do. But we're gonna harvest all this out. I just added another efficiency. I don't know if adding 2 will work or not. If it doesn't, then I'll just set up another ender quarry. But we're gonna have enough ores coming in that it's gonna take longer to process it. I mean, I could just set up more pulverizers and stuff, obviously. I don't want to use the Tinkers because the Tinker's smeltery is going to be laggy. But right now, I think with this many pulverizers and that many cooking at once, even with the 4, I'm planning on getting more coming in than going out. So I'm going to use this kind of as a filtration system. I'm going to filter it out this way. I could just send it all in straight in to be pulverized immediately, as suggested in the comments by a viewer. So what I'll do is explain this just a little bit better here. This is just think of this as a excessive, too much, can't process all at once, and a filtration system. Basically, I'm making sure I have every ore on here, and any of them that get stuck in the system, I'll stop and I'll look at it, and basically I'll just remove it off of here so it goes into it but doesn't get processed through. So that way, if it has to just be cooked and can't be pulverized, I'll be able to set that up differently. But anyway, that's basically all this is. This filters it out so I can send them all to these. So I'll send all these to be pulverized and cooked and then straight into the ME system. And none of it will go to the EMC. And then I will set it up to where, it just gets, I want basically to go big with this, and I want this to pull in more than this can process. I want it to come in faster than that can process. And if it's not doing that, then I'll add more so it does do that, to where eventually I'm getting more ore than I can process. And then once these have got a ton in there, like obviously these down here will only take a second to process all those, so I'll hook those up first. And then the ones that are going to have a lot, like iron and copper and such, will take longer to process. Them will be hooked up afterwards. And that'll, I mean, that's just the way I want to do it. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, so, you know, let's just, if you got a different way of doing it, you know what, let me know in my comments. Show me a video on how your setup is, you know. Maybe it is more efficient than mine, maybe it's easier. It's all here and there, but this is just the way I enjoy doing it. So for now, let's just kind of take these out a little ways, get it set up to where we can get a process going that's going to be faster than we can handle it. I mean, I'll be able to handle it, but I won't be able to process it as fast as it's coming in. Sorry, my mustache is tweaking on me a bit there and tickles my nose. A little bit further and I think we're good. And I did switch. I did end up making some, a little bit further, I ended up making some ender conduit there. For some reason that the cryo, this right here, it for some reason, even though it says that it's, I think that's good. Yeah, that ought to be good. But it says that it's unlimited, but every time I connect it to something, it's just not sending it like it's supposed to. So for now, we'll try and see if maybe this will work. If this doesn't work still, then I'll have to change it a bit. But going right directly from the draconic batteries just doesn't seem to work. I could stick a tesseract on it, but like I say, I mean, even on my, I had the tesseract on my ME system, and when I'd take out a whole bunch at once, it would just kill it. It wasn't enough power stored there. I'm kind of wanting to have backup power directly on it, not just directly feeding to it. That way it can take as much as it wants, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And I want to make sure that it has all the power that requires to. I'm pretty sure I can do maybe not here. Yeah, there was another mod I played that they had a few more options than that on the, to where you could reduce how much it costs and all that by a great deal. Because these are kind of expensive power-wise to run, but maybe that's just turned down here a bit. Alright. Now this may take a bit to get up and going, because I did run that on the old one. So part of this is going to already be mined out right on along this line. And some of it, like right in here, has already been mined out. It'll probably, the way I have it set up right here, it's gonna more than likely kill some of this shit here. I don't know if it will or not. I wanted to see if it would or not, but I'm not too worried about that. But I want to make sure that I've got, that's why I've added an extra one over here. I want to make sure that everything is coming out as fast as possible so it doesn't back up inside this chest here. That's why I use this instead of just using a bigger chest. But right now it just doesn't seem like it's going very fast at all. Let's try to change that out. I don't know, I came over here, I have one in my hand. Let's move this back here. Yeah, it just seems way slow. I should be pumping out non-stop, basically. Goodness, it takes too long to send these through, because it's checking everywhere it can go before it just goes nowhere and then goes into here. Okay, that's the problem. sent some stuff over here. I didn't check that. Huh. Okay, sometimes when I come out, that right there has to be picked up and sat back down. I don't know why. But there we go. But I don't want to delete these anyway. The rest of it I don't care about. Apparently I'm missing one on the lead though. So let's take these out. Let me see here. I should already have that. Okay, if that's going to be skipping like that, then I'm going to have to change it. I don't want it to do that. That's still sifting away. But I want this to be going way faster than it is. That's just not fast enough. $42, $64, $29, $33. Yeah, this has to be faster than this. This is just too damn slow. Even with that Tesseract, it's just not. It's not as fast as I need it to be. Let's try these. Come on, stop being so damn laggy. Maybe it's not even working. There we go. Yeah, that's even worse. Getting this thing to power properly just seems... It seems as if it's more of a headache than anything. So let's check this. Let's put that there. Put it up here. Do a bank. Should actually be out, shouldn't it? Come on. Yeah, that's not very much. For unlimited, that's pretty limited. Okay, so we're gonna have to change that out. These banks are completely... I mean, they're not even worth it right now. These are buggy as hell. I'll double check. If I can go just a single one into, maybe it'll be alright. Guess I didn't need to delete the bank. Or put it in there. Alright, so let me look. Take some of those off. Let's try to do this. We'll get rid of these. Becoming more of a pain in the ass over here than it's worth. Alright, that's not going to send out worth a shit. So let's make sure that's not attached to any of the bank at all. The bank's completely garbage. I'm going to vein mine that out in a minute. We're going to go with a different storage type. Okay, let's go ahead and do the solar panels. Now let's put a bank on the end of it and see. Deleted them all. It's a very jerky system. Let's take this off. That way no power's leaving and it's just going in here. Okay, we got 28,000 RF a tick. So let's take that down. Do a couple more out here. Do one more. Okay, now let's check it again. $53,000. Okay, let's try that. There we go, that's a little faster. Should be staying definitely in the positive, as you can see up there on the top. I'd like to max that out though. Looks a little bit better. Still not as fast as I'd like, but I don't think it's going to get any faster than that. Alright, that's looking better. Just seems like it's not fast. And it may just be because I'm pulling out of 3 different spots, so as soon as it hits, it's almost instantly gone, but this one seems way more efficient over here. I think it's just pulling better over here than over there is why. But I also believe that this is screwing me. I didn't even think about that, but it has to come through on that side. Okay. You'd think this is my first time doing this. It's just my first time bulking it up this hard. I have to have it on this side, because if it's not on this side over here, we'll see how it's keeping up with just this one. If it's not, what it's doing is it's going from here, and if it can't check into this spot right here, it'll just automatically send it over here and delete it. Actually, yeah, it'll delete it. So that's why I had lead over there. Alright, that's screwing me. There we go, because it felt like I wasn't getting near as much as I should have. Okay, I figured it out. Sorry about that. Don't do what was in the other video. Don't set that thing down there on the other side. There we go. That looks way better. But this, regardless of which, has got tons and tons and tons of power, but does no good because I'm not storing it. I'm storing it, but I'm not able to bring it out efficiently. But it also could be because this bank's not full. Maybe as soon as this gets full, it'll function more, or more properly. Maybe it's just because I have too many of them. I don't know. But let's take this here, set it down here in the hole. I should be able to do way more than that. So let's try. And like I said, he turned this down, so it's only 18,000 instead of 20. And that's not even doing that much. Interesting. Alright, let's try. Let's try this one on there. Yeah, well, you got me. If you guys can figure it out, I'd appreciate any information on it, but I haven't been able to figure out what it's doing there. It might just be this dimension. I don't know. I could set up over here and see if it does. Maybe it's just this dimension and it's not meant to have shit like this in it. And I need to store the power over here, but like I say, I can't load both of them, and I'm so sick and tired of the day-night, and that right there. Can't sleep shit. That's another problem as well. See, he's loading it up. Give me them. It's loading it up, but this side's already unloaded. So let's try this. No, because this was full of power before. Let's do that and then add 5 solar panels to that. Go to the max of 2. And again. Then when we come over here, it shouldn't just automatically unload and should keep going. It's above ground, off that, on its own power system. We'll give it a minute and see how she acts. Maybe I'll be lucky and it'll work, and then I'll just leave it alone. And there's the end alarm. But anyway, I'll figure it out, and I'll talk to some people, see if I can't get it figured out here. Like I say, I have chunk loaders on both sides. We'll turn this one back on. We'll see if it keeps them loaded. See if it doesn't. Either way, that should be going right into the system now. We should be good. Maybe. Maybe not. Too much crap. I made too many of those. Don't want that in that one. Okay, alright guys, well I appreciate you watching again, but that's the setup. We're going to have it going faster and faster and faster until eventually I won't be able to keep up with it with the processing system, and I'll have an excess of amount. Right now this obviously isn't enough, not even close, so I'm going to actually add another one of these, and we're going to go on this side of this big old bank of turds, and we'll go out that way. What I'll do is I'll take all this shit out here. I'll put the solar panels down, and let's try a big reactor. I don't want to do a big reactor at all. It's just too much lag for what I'm wanting to do here. Let's figure this out. I'll get this figured out. I'll look through the configs and see if maybe there's something that he overlooked or didn't quite catch. But I will look at the configurations and see if maybe that this output's not proper to what it is. It's always active. This should be 15 million RF a tick out, capability. It just doesn't seem like it is, but we'll find out. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I appreciate the views. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support, and I will see you in the next video.